Hello, hey. Welcome to Sex, the Story Behind the Pleasure. Hey, Ewood85, thanks for joining in. Hey, share it with your followers. Waiting for some more people to come on in. Give a little time. How are you? Thank you, Catrice03, for joining. How are you guys doing? Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Ewood85. Yes, go ahead and share this broadcast. It's gonna be good. We're talking about the title of this scope is Downtown. Downtown. I'm Shamel Jackson, and I am the owner and founder of Breaking It Down with C. Jackson, where I help teens make an informed decision about sex through the story of others. So the topic is Downtown. The title of the scope is Downtown. Share it with your followers. If you have an iPhone, swipe right. If you have an Android, swipe up. So share it on Facebook, Twitter, everywhere you need to. Everywhere you need to. If you thanks for the hearts, guys. Thank you already for the hearts. Appreciate it. If you like, continue to do the hearts. If you like anything that I'm saying, you think it's a good topic, show some love with the hearts. Love the hearts. This week I'm back to my shirt. The last couple of scopes I've been wearing just regular, well, other clothes outside of this shirt, but I brought this back. I love this shirt. It's great design, great graphics on the shirt. But anyway, if it's your first time tuning in, tap 1 on the screen. If it's your first time, so if you're coming in, it's your first time, type 1 in the screen. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Like I said, the title of this broadcast is Downtown, and I'm laughing because the whole topic just is crazy. Not crazy, but it's just funny to me because back in the 90s, I think it was 92, if I'm not mistaken, I was like 7 years old or about to be 7. It was a girl group called SWV, Sisters with Voices, and yeah, before that was a Destiny's Child or any of these other girl groups that's going on right now, there was a SWV, Sisters with Voices, and they had this song called Downtown, and I'm just singing it, not knowing years later until I think I probably was an adult, and I didn't know what they was talking about. Like when I became an adult, I'm like, that's what they talking about? Downtown? They was talking about oral sex. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm just thinking about, as I'm reflecting on all the songs, even now I go back and I think about songs we used to listen to as a child. Like, we weren't supposed to be listening to them songs, y'all. What some songs y'all don't listen to as a child, and now that you're an adult, you're like, I didn't know they was talking about that. I didn't know they was talking about that. And we're just gonna keep it on the topic of sex. So I know R. Kelly does a lot of things that reference sex, but what are some songs that you all sing now, or you thought about now that you heard when you were younger that you didn't know that that's what they were talking about? So throw some titles out there. We just have like a throwback thing going on. I know it's not Throwback Thursday, it's Monday, but I just want to see what else songs y'all didn't realize they were talking about sex until you became a teenager or an adult. So go ahead and type it in the screen. Type it in the screen. In the screen. Trying to make sure I got my camera right. From the back. Okay, from the back. Okay. Who sings that from the back? Do you know who sings that? Or raps that, or whatever? Is it a rap song, R&B song, pop song, country song, blue? You know, blue. I have an aunt that listens to a lot of blues. Well, I just know people that listen. I know listen to a lot of blues. But okay, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that. Blues not so innocent either. So it's really, you know, stuff ain't really changed that much. But anyway, so y'all threw out some songs. So thanks for those songs, you guys. So there's probably a lot of songs out there. Lil Wayne had a song called Lollipop dealing with oral sex. But so anyway, you had all these different kind of names. But a lot of the kids, I remember I did a panel, my first panel at Riverview Community Center. And we was talking about oral sex. They didn't even know what it was. Like, they knew what it was, but they didn't know that that was the term for it. I'm like, wow. So there are so many names for oral sex, and such as little nicknames for slang terms for oral sex, such as giving head and a blowjob, eating a girl out. All those are different names for oral sex. But I mean, there's so many out there. I'm sure there's a million of them at this point, but those are some of the ones I remember the most. And so of course, if all those different names are going out, you don't know what it is. You don't never know the real term. And actually, another name for oral sex, there's two names. Cunnilingus, that's when it's done on a woman, and fellatio is when it's done, oral sex is done on a man. So fellatio, that sounds like it would be somebody's name. I'm not trying to be funny, but that really sound like that would be somebody's name. But that's really the two terms when you're doing oral sex for a woman, and then for a man. But I mean, it's just all the different names out there, and people didn't know those songs would say talking about that. But if you're just coming in, go ahead and share with your followers. We're talking about going downtown. The topic is downtown, and we're reference to oral sex from the SWV song or downtown. Now, I'm gonna tell you something, y'all, that happened on Valentine's Day a couple years ago. Type a heart in the screen if you celebrate Valentine's Day. Like, almost every holiday I get excited about. Almost every holiday. And Valentine's Day is no different. Like, even if I wasn't dating anybody, I'm still excited about Valentine's Day. So, type a heart in the screen if you celebrate Valentine's Day, or you just get into the hype with Valentine's Day. I know around after Christmas is over, all the decorations are going for Valentine's Day. I have. But Valentine's Day, when a couple years ago I was on a date with my boyfriend for Valentine's Day, and it was at night, and we were at a park. So you already know where this is headed. If we at a park at night, like, who's going to the park at night? Like, what you need to go to the park at night for? But anyway, we're in the car, making out, kissing, just doing all, messing around, and eventually he went down on me. So that's another term for oral sex. You going down on somebody. And I'm like, did that really just happen? Like, that just happened. Right in this car, that just happened. In the car in the park at night. And I can't really say, like, I didn't mean for this to happen, because what I'm going to the park at night for, I mean, I'm just setting myself up for something to go down. But I didn't think that was going to go down, like, literally go down. And so when it happened, I was just like, okay. It was weird, because one, it never happened to me, and then it was interesting because I'm like, oh, that's what they're talking about in high school, in the songs, and I'm just like, what? That's what they're talking about? Hey, RBriggs312, thanks for joining in. Share it with your followers. That's what they're talking about. And in high school, oral sex, like, especially for the woman, the girl, if you did that to a guy, you probably wouldn't tell nobody. Like, if he got around, you got talked about. But for a guy, it probably wasn't so much pressure. If they did it to a girl, they probably didn't get much heat as a girl did. Like, you were like, you don't talk to this girl, she do this and she do that. But of course, the boys was loving that. But that's how it was me in high school. Like, if you done this, you wouldn't tell anybody. How many of y'all, if y'all were in high school, what was it like for y'all? If a girl did oral sex on a guy, was it like a bad thing, a bad rep, or a good rep? And so I guess for the guys, she may have a good rep, because of course they may want her to do that to them. So, but in high school, what was it like for you all in high school? Type it in. What was it like for you in high school? for as far as the woman performing oral sex on a man, she had a bad rep. Yep, she had a bad rep. What was it like for the guy? If the guy she was talked about. Okay, so what was it like for the guy and the girl? Okay, bad rep. And make sure, if you're saying it's bad rep for the girl or a guy, type in for guy or girl so I can know, what it's like. What was it like for you all, and see how things have changed or differ between different people, different background, different perspective. I really didn't hear about guys doing it. You know what? I heard more about girls doing it too. So, that's interesting. I did not really hear anything. Wow. I remember, when I was on my job, if a guy did it, they was talked about too though. But I didn't hear as much as talk. Like I'm with you guys. I didn't hear as much as it talked about with the guys doing it. So that's interesting. And I'm just thinking, I teach now and I'm around teens from young adults. Back in the day, bad rep for the girl. Back then, boys didn't do that. It was high schools in the 80s, early 90s. Okay, so you around when the songs SWV, we talked about the SWV song Downtown that came out in 92. I didn't hear about guys. So, yeah. So you got grown. Yeah. So but yeah, it's common. Yes, ma'am. My jam. But yeah, I was like, this is what they're talking about. This is what it was interesting to me, because I was like, okay, it happened. What do I do next? It happened about 2 more times during our relationship, but I was still like, even now I'm like, okay, it happened. And I didn't tell anybody probably till, I don't know, I won't say 10 years later, but it was a long time before, after I told him. I was like, I don't want to know that happened to me, even though I'm sure other women had that done to them, but I was still like, I don't want to tell anybody. For one, they probably look at me like, Shamel, you had that done to you, and things like that. So that was probably the main reason why I didn't tell anybody at the time. So but when I did tell somebody, I was like, I don't know how I felt about it. I don't know, I don't like it or not, I don't even know. But they were like, well, he probably didn't do it right. I was like, well, I don't even want to deal, that's a whole nother issue. Like, I didn't even know if I wanted that to happen, or I didn't, but I set myself up for that to happen. And he was like, when I say, what I should do next, should I go further or should I go backwards? How many of y'all heard, if you went this way, you went that extra step, you can keep going, should you like go back? And then too, he looked at me like, when I did it to you, you need to do it to me too. I'm like, I didn't ask you to do that to me. Like, I didn't ask you to do that. You did that on your own. Like, I didn't ask you to do that to me. So I feel like, well, I don't want to do that. That's not what I want to do. But it probably wasn't fair. But that's what my head was at. Like, first of all, I didn't even know if I want that. I did want that to happen to me, because like I said, I was trying to wait till I was married to have any type of sex. So it just caught me kind of totally off guard. So he got frustrated. I'm frustrated because, one, I don't want to go further. I don't want to keep doing this, and I don't want to go further. I want to go back to where it used to be, and that's kind of hard to do. So for anybody that's trying to be celibate for whatever amount of time it is, I don't care if it's for 3 months till you're married, whatever it is, you have to, it's a lifestyle change. Like, you can't be saying, I'm doing this, walking celibacy, but then you want to dip and dab in areas that deal with sex. So that's what I've learned. I had to, learn, yes, you can't, dip in that. Just like I used to say in previous code, if you're trying to stop eating candy, you're not going to go to the candy store and just look at candy. So don't even go there. So what are y'all some things y'all heard about oral sex? And people think, it's safe for, people think it's like, okay, you can't get pregnant from oral sex, but you can still catch an STD. And like I mentioned in previous go, you can get a soul tie. And that's what happened to me. I got a soul tie because I participated in oral sex. So yes, there's no pregnancy, but there are other things that can happen with oral sex. So you gotta be careful all year round around this thing. It's just no, you just gotta be careful regardless. So if you are doing that, you still gotta protect yourself from things. Even though you can't get pregnant, you can catch an STD. So you don't want to even have to deal with that. Besides just not getting pregnant. But they think it's safer. But you want to still take the necessary precautions and protections to do that. And then when it comes to the Bible and oral sex, now I looked in the Book of Songs of Solomon. I guess it's trying to hint. I think it's in chapter 4 and verse 16. It talks about I think oral sex should be saved from the spouse. Saved from the spouse. Yeah. It talks about the lover eating the fruits from his garden. I'm, people try to hint that that's talking about oral sex, but I haven't, besides that scripture, I haven't came around a lot of things in the Bible about oral sex. But as far as, doing it before you marry, obviously that's how you want to avoid any type of sex if you're trying to be celibate to marry. That it includes oral sex as well. So, but as far as when you're married, now some people, even in marriage, people sometimes a woman may not like it, want to do it, or the man may not do it. That's between you and your spouse. That's between you and your spouse. What y'all doing, y'all marriage, man, it's between you, your spouse, and God. Even as long as it just includes you two. If you shouldn't force it upon them, but that's between you guys. What do you guys think as far as oral sex within the marriage? I know somebody said that should be for your spouse. What do you think about oral sex for the marriage? Do you think if one party wants to do it, is it fair for the other party not to return the favor? Return the favor? Do you think? What do you guys think? Should they return the favor? As a married couple, or even as dating, if you want to comment on dating, it's between you and your spouse. Yep, between you and your spouse. I talked about the different names of sex and medical terms for it, but also just to give a clear-cut definition is when you excite the genital organs of someone, which is your reproductive. If you're married, you should return the favor. If you're married, you should return the favor. Okay. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Okay. So it's the definition of oral sex if you exciting the genital organs of someone with your tongue or your mouth. So that is a definition for oral sex. But yeah, but you should talk about during the engagement. Yeah, that's definitely something you want to talk about. Because you might get in there, you might be all down for it, and he or she may be like, that's not what I want to do. So yeah, that's important. Just like we talk about everything else before marriage, when we're trying to marry somebody, we should talk about that as well. What are some other topics you guys think should be covered as far as oral sex is concerned? And thank y'all for tuning in and sharing this broadcast. If you came in the middle, make sure you watch the replay. What are some things you guys should be talked about as far as oral sex? Now, obviously couldn't date the same kind of person if I wanted to go back to being no oral sex, nothing like that, and try to be celibate. I had to date somebody different. They have different values, and so that helps a whole lot. Thanks for the hearts. Yes, show some hearts. Show some hearts if you like this topic. Yes, Katrisa did say yes. Okay. Oh, dates. Are you saying? Oh, referring to dating somebody different? You referring to saying yes to dating somebody different if you want to go back to no. Okay. Yep. 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 So it's just amazing. And it's we'll get into other types of sex and the songs, and Chris Brown has songs out about different types of sex. It's just crazy out here. But I say this: if you're trying to be celibate from sex, you gotta avoid all of that, and it's just not. You can still, things can happen from that. And so, and if you're married, you need to make sure, if you want to be celibate, you have to date someone with the same same mindset. I mean, you just choose your circle, choose your friends, just like you choose your friends. You gotta choose a certain type of person that you want to date. So yeah, that's important. But y'all, I talk about this in my book, and I got some updates on my book, y'all. I have a book called Wait, Women and Intimate Tales, and I'm getting close. I just set the date for the book launch party, October 29th. That's a Saturday. And like I said, I'm trying to get, this book is going to be released for my birthday. My birthday is on September the 16th. So that's kind of going to be my birthday gift to myself. Wait, Women and Intimate Tales, and it deals with different women from different backgrounds. It's 8 women, including myself, talking about their different experiences with sex, whether they had it, whether they have not. So you want to get this book for teens, for your teenage girls, your niece, daughter, granddaughter, neighbor, whoever is godchild, who has something. Thank you. Yeah, it's been 6 years in the making. I've been working on this since 2008, on and off. So September is the month, and so I'm going to talk to my editor tonight when I'm done with this scope about, finish editing the book, get some pictures done either this Saturday or next Saturday for the book cover. So I'm excited about that. And so it's crazy. I'm just running around with chicken with my head cut off on the phone, calling him, seeing, hearing this, and what to do this, making an agenda. So it's a lot of work, but I'm excited about it because I think a lot of teens are going to benefit from it, and I think it's going to be, and my goal is to make it a casual conversation, just like I'm just here talking to y'all about my story. You're going to hear stories from other women, so just girl talk. Mainly what it is, girl talk. So girls can talk, women can talk, so why not let's talk about something that's going to help us make an informed decision about sex. It will bless someone. Yep. So do you guys have any questions? Any questions about Breaking It Down with C. Jackson, the book that's coming out, any topics, any questions? You guys are quiet. For the last 2 scopes, I've been playing songs that relate to the topic. I didn't really want to play the SWV song. I just wasn't feeling playing that, but I thought, what the book launch? Oh, October 29th. And that's the time I said, hope I don't have to change it. But October 29th, that's a Saturday, 5. I'm thinking like 5:30, like late evening, 5:30 to 7:30. All right, time. But just keep in touch. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Breaking It Down with C. Jackson. I'm also on YouTube, so you can stay tuned, catch up, get all the updates on the book or anything that's going on. It's definitely the book because I'm working so hard trying to get this thing going out there. I'm excited. Definitely excited about it. But yeah, when's the book launch? Thanks for the hearts, guys. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the hearts. But yeah, I didn't want to play the SWV song today, and I didn't want to sing either. So no songs from me today. They got this So Gone challenge. One of my favorite, Monica's one of the best. She's a really good singer, and she had a song called So Gone, 2000 something. I don't forget when it came out. I do want to do it. Actually, before this scope, I was trying to work on doing the So Gone challenge. I'm like, oh my god, I ain't no rapper, but I was trying, I ain't ready, I need more practice. So I may be able to do that by the end of the week. So hopefully it's still hyped up, everybody's still doing it by Friday. Maybe I can come up with something to do. Watch out, you're gonna be in the choir. Oh no, y'all don't want me in the choir. I'm staying on the dance ministry. I ain't doing the choir thing. I like to sing, but I don't know how to sing. So no, I'm good. I'm singing to the Lord in my own home. No choir for me. I just, y'all do a great job. Hats off to the choir. So no, I'm staying with the dance team. Anything? No, no singing. Y'all want me back there? Nope. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. I just had a little story about something I, dealt with, and just get on this topic, and how it's still something you still got to think about before you even participate in any kind of sex. Like I said, there's still things that happen as a result, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just you got to do it in the right setting. Obviously, I said, set up the situation for something to happen that I really wasn't really ready for to happen. So I had to be careful, from then on, what I set myself up into. But share this broadcast with your followers. Stay connected with me. I'm looking forward to this book launch coming up. It's gonna be here before I know it. But I'm excited. Less than a month. My birthday is here, so that's giving birth to this book. Yes, birth to this book. But it's been good chilling with you all, and I'm gonna go for tonight. You all gotta have a good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Share this broadcast with people you know. Tell a friend. So I would say bye to you all. Good night. Good night.